7 o'clock. We'll open the meeting for the November 13th Town of Baltimore Planning Board meeting. Everyone please rise for pledge of allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, first off, you have familiar faces here again. Although you sent your husband to the town board meeting.
I had a scheduling conflict with the New York State Police. So, yeah.
Yeah, I would think they come first.
Well, I was already scheduled
Yeah.
before the decom plan meeting.
With the
before
state
town
police?
board. Yeah.
Oh, you were speeding, huh?
No. No, we actually do their public safety
Oh.
radio towers.
Okay.
Ah,
So I was at a meeting for one of their towers. So.
hopefully it was simpler than this one.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go back to the major problem. Do we have any guarantees that this DEC thing is done with? Or, I mean, what's everybody's, we should open that up for everybody to jump in on it, you know? I know they've accepted the application
Yes.
and the site.
So I do have an update since we last updated the board, which was just this past Monday. We did submit every document that was required by DEC since they deemed the application complete on October 21st. And the last document that was submitted was today, which was the fully executed mitigation agreement with Magnolia Trust. So DEC has every document that they have requested. In addition, the import of the October 21st notice of complete permit application issued by DEC is that as a matter of the State Administrative Procedure Act, as a matter of state law, they have 90 days from today to decide the permit application. So
90 days from the
correct.
21st of October.
No, 90 days from today, and the reason being is that they required, again, this is all a matter of state law, it governs all state agency decisions. They have 90 days from when the public comment period closes.
Which was yesterday.
It was actually close of business today, and as of 4 o'clock today, DEC received no public comments on the application. So just by way of my experience, when
So no public hearing will be required?
correct, that's correct. So now we have a date certain. What we did not have in our prior extension request was any certainty. We were indefinitely going through this process to get a complete application determination, which triggers the statutory timeframes under state law. And now we have that certainty. We have a date certain by which DEC must decide the application, which is 90 days from today, which equates to February 11th, 2026. You know, obviously, we're optimistic we'll get it sooner than that, but they're within their rights to go up until February 11th, 2026. The other important items to note are that we do have the EPC, the engineering, procurement, and construction contractor, has engaged CT Nail and Avoca in furtherance of finalizing the construction drawings that we will need to apply for the building permit for the project. And Tycos has been in touch with the code enforcement officer in furtherance of starting that process of getting a building permit. And we also have with us tonight two gentlemen from New York State Power Authority, Raul and Nick. And I wanted to introduce them to the board because they are going to participate in the project by way of financing. So I don't know if you want to comment at all on that, but that's why we have New York Power Authority with us here. So the reason I'm explaining all of these other steps is, in addition to the New York State DEC deeming the application complete, is we have been lining up the resources needed to finally get this thing to construction. And we've been doing it concurrently with the hope that we would get to this point with DEC and not incur further delay. So in a nutshell, we have finally made it to a point where we have a time frame by state law by which that permit will be issued. We did not have that during any of our prior times that we met with the board to seek an extension. We were going back and forth on information requests. We finally have exhausted the information requests, which gets us to a
Well,
point.
that sounds like we've been misled here all along and giving you extensions, because every time you come in here, we are told that this is all the time you need, and you have the financing, and you have everything's supposed to be ready to go and get the building permit. I've never seen a project, and I used to do development like this project. I don't understand what the problems are, because I don't think we've been told the truth. I'm not calling anyone a liar, but I think that, now you're getting new financing. This project hasn't been ready to go forward even without DEC, from the sounds of it.
That's what.
And we all made a commitment, your side and our side, that the last extension would be it, and now you're back here again. I mean, you're putting us in a very, a bad predicament here, as a board, because we're not supposed to be giving these extra timeframes out, and we've made exception after exception. I mean, this is how I feel about it. I don't wish anything bad luck or anything on your project, but I think from an administrative perspective, when's it gonna be enough? I don't believe that you're ready, even with this 6-month extension, from the sounds of it. So,
Well, are they asking for 6 months? Now you got a time frame. There's not gonna be a public hearing. You said December, February 11th?
Is the end of the 90-day period within which.
So you're gonna have an answer at the end of the day on there, if not sooner.
Right.
What time do you need after that to secure an application? from
Well, we
the
have to
town?
work through the code enforcement officer to get to a point where the building permit can be issued. And the code enforcement officer is going to need the final construction drawings and the final electric design. We
but
do
you don't
have,
have those ready yet.
we are working on,
Well, when
those-
they will be ready, say by February 11th?
I don't know. I don't know if we have a date that we can guarantee that they'll be ready.
That will take about 3 to 4 months to get the drawings ready. And so we assume, depending on how fast
Why?
that is. Pardon me?
Yeah, fine.
Why?
Yeah.
You've been anticipating this for so long.
Since 2021.
It will take some collaboration with City Mail, some other engineering firms, until we had the certainty of the permit that Jackie outlined right now. We could not, progress that
Well, you got,
as
Gordon,
much.
you got 90 days, 3 months.
We will try.
Will it be done?
To be there as fast as possible to get that
It should.
done as soon as
Yeah.
possible.
And that's why we asked for 6 months, because all of these timeframes, they're difficult to nail down. The only one what we have nailed down now is the decommissioning plan has been approved by the town board. That happened on October 27th. The incidental take permit from DEC by statute has to be decided by February 11th. And it wasn't until we saw that we were finally getting to that end of the DEC process that we started moving forward with the construction drawings and electrical design, because we were in this limbo for such a while with DEC. and
We're
the
talking,
project.
we're talking 2021, we've been dealing with this.
Yes.
I mean,
And
if you have a project, you usually have all of your designs.
we actually, we had our site plan design done, but to have full construction drawings and a full electrical design is something that is not related to site plan, it's just related
Yeah, I
to
understand
construction. Yeah,
We're
and
talking 4 years here, and how many extensions? 3, 4? I lost count.
yeah, again, that was because we were waiting till we got to a point where we had certainty. So, and we did submit to the board, just for the record, we did submit all of our correspondence with
I
DEC
understand that.
over the
but
past,
still.
I respectfully, I don't want you to feel misled, because we really were in this indefinite back and forth of exchanging
I don't want to beat a
information.
dead horse, but we have had other solar projects and they have all dealt with DEC and not have this extensive delay as you have had. So I'm a little bit, I don't understand that either, and I don't have to. But, 4 years is a long time.
I noticed you wanted to say something from the
Yeah,
authority.
So I just want to say, what they have is the preliminary drawings, but they don't have, once you get the equipment finalized, then you have to get those drawings and create the final drawings. So that's why the 4 months or 6 months they're asking for. So preliminary drawing is what typical, but to be final, we want the actual equipment, which model or which model you're using, and then use that to create the final drawing. So that's why, that's what we're asking for.
Well, we understand the process, but thank you.
But what, I think what everybody's getting at is, why can't that be done in the 90 days it's going to be coming up? You know?
Yeah.
That we're waiting. on
Exactly.
these.
Well, I knew it was coming since they got their application from DEC. So they've actually had more than that 90-day period. And they should have been working on it. Not
Seems like-
waiting.
Yeah, exactly. It seems like there might be other issues here that we're unaware of. But again,
Well, they're taking it step by step. They don't want to commit
well,
until each step is done. That's what's going
And
on.
that, and that's why we submitted letters, I don't know if everybody got them at the
they're
board.
in there.
Yeah,
Yeah, we had it.
from November 4th, from CT Mail and Avoca, showing that they've been engaged to do the construction drawings and the electrical design work. So that's all set up now. I can't tell you that that's gonna be completed and that the permit will be issued by the code enforcement officer in 3 months, because we also have to get through the process with the code enforcement officer. And I can't speculate as
Well,
to how
you know,
fast that will
I
go.
think it's gonna take our code enforcement officer some time to review these.
Right?
Right, that's what we are.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you're asking for 6 months, is it definitely gonna, is
It's not gonna,
it definitely gonna be ready by 6 months?
yeah, I don't think it is.
So we're talking June, right?
December, I think 6 months would be,
It's June 9th.
June 9th,
Because it's December is when it expires.
right?
And also to clarify, we're really not waiting, we haven't been waiting, so I'm also working with Central Hudson. So I have been meeting with them on site, so we are, working with them actively. They're doing reviews right now on
I
the
understand.
drawings.
I know,
I just kind of want to
yeah. I'm
elaborate
not
that
saying
we're
you're not,
waiting.
you're just sitting around,
Right,
but it's a
and we
4
needed time,
years
we
come
needed,
in, you know.
the certainty, from US Army Corps and from DC
I know.
to agree on what areas of the site, we can work with.
Well, that shouldn't take 4 years.
We agree. No, we have done other developments,
I've done-
and it hasn't taken that long,
Yeah.
but it was out of our control.
So what you're saying is you just didn't want to commit to that process until you were sure you were getting DEC's approval? Correct?
We couldn't, I
Yeah.
mean, you can, because we were really at that mercy. So if we do design work and we occupy a certain area, and then DEC comes back and says, oh, no, you can't do that, then we would have to redo that whole process. So it's an unfortunate,
So these guys now, I understand, are doing our financing, taking the project?
Yeah, they'll take it through to construction completion with our financing, with a construction loan, and then at the end of the project, ownership transfers to us and their loan is forgiven. And for what it's worth, for the past, I think, almost year now,
Yeah.
they've been working with us through a due diligence process to get us comfortable with the project, both environmentally, technically, contractually, and financially. So that's been quite the process, and we're at a point where we're comfortable, so long as they get this extension and the permit from DEC, we're going forward with the project.
I think that's the issue, is the funding issue.
What if you don't get a permit from DEC? Where do you go from there?
Once they deem the application complete, that means that we've exhausted all of their questions. And absent public comment that would cause them to have a public hearing to reopen the flow of information, it's now a procedural matter that they have 90 days to decide and issue the permit. But, we're confident that because they've issued the permit complete, or I'm sorry, the application complete, that now it's a procedural matter because there is no public hearing and the public comment period expired today. So
So on that note, you get 6 months, 3 months go by, it gets denied, this project's dead. Because we're not doing another extension, I would imagine, even
Well,
if we approve an extension now.
if
I don't know
the
what you can do.
incidental take permit gets denied, then we can't mitigate the potential for impact to the northern Harrier.
Yeah, you start- yeah,
So
you're back to
that's
square
something that
one.
was, that was a condition of the, secret neg deck
Mhm.
when we went through the process, because that's how the potential for impact to the northern Harrier was to be mitigated. But from my experience, once your application is deemed complete, unless there is a reason for a public hearing because of substantive public comment, it now becomes a procedural matter to issue the permit. They would not deem the application complete if we didn't provide all the information that was satisfactory to get to a permit. And that's common among, all state agencies. You know, I've been in the situation where I've had the reverse, and a public hearing was required because there was significant public comment and controversy, and we ended up going to an adjudicatory hearing to address the public comments. This is the exact opposite of that, where there are no public comments at all. The period expired today, no public hearing, and now it's just a procedural matter to issue the DEC permit. So,
Thinking back to our public hearing, I don't think there was really any comment to speak of.
No,
Anyone.
it's pretty much out of the way of everybody's.
Down along the thruway there,
Yeah.
that's what I was thinking.
Hypothetically, though, you could get a decision before 90 days.
we could, that's true. Yes, yes.
Have
And
you seen in the past where they've taken the full, right to the last day, 90 days?
in my experience, no. I have not had, any state agency
If you had to guess.
take it
I
to
mean,
the
I
last
thought
day.
it wouldn't be fair to ask. you
Yeah,
to guess,
I wish I could. I could guess, but
But it could,
I have never, in my experience, seen an agency go to the very last day. But that technically, they have 90 days.
I think we're at a point where if we did, if the extension was granted, that's the final extension.
Well, you know, for an extension to be granted, I think we need to know when, 6 months, if you don't have your final construction documents.
That's what I mean.
I think that's what I reiterated, the
6
project's
months.
dead.
That's
If
right.
we give them 6
You
months,
may-
they don't get it,
That's right.
the project's dead regardless.
Because then the town has to have the time to review them, the building inspector.
Right, that's
So,
But then at least we know it's moving forward,
well, yeah,
and they gotta submit.
They have
is that
to-
gonna occur before 6 months? That means they have to have their drawings and everything in probably in 3 months.
They have to have their permit in 6 months.
Yeah.
Or the project's done.
The building.
And then we're back,
Yeah, you're
and we're back where we are right now.
We're
Well,
not
no,
saying
it's done.
we have the drawings done in 6 months. Our assumption is there's a building permit in hand by that time, so meaning we have the drawing.
Well, the
Ahead of
building
that time.
inspector, the code enforcement officer has to review everything before you get your building
That's what I mean.
permit. That's what I'm talking
We're
about.
planning the time.
So you're talking 90 days before you have a definitive answer.
DEC permit.
Right.
Correct.
And you don't want to do all
Could be
that
less.
work before you have a definitive decision, correct?
Well, no, we already
Technically,
started
we
in
need to.
motion. We
So-
start because, that's what the letters of November 4th from CT Mail and
Right.
Avoca Architecture
But
confirmed.
that doesn't mean they're working on it. My point is that how long is it going to take them to prepare? Because they have to have it within 90 days, because you don't know the code enforcement officer's schedule either.
Right,
to
right, that's why
review
we
it.
asked for 6 months.
And it's
exactly.
yeah, but I'm saying, I don't think the 6 months is enough. Because you don't have any time
No,
frames.
that's on them. They're done. If they-
Well, we said that before, didn't we? Yeah, you know,
Well,
so
they didn't
that's
have
why
the,
I'm
they
saying
didn't have the
this.
DEC approval.
I mean, if the board
always
were
something
amenable to
here.
more than 6 months out of that concern, we would gladly accept a longer extension, but we were trying to be conservative in our approach because we know we've been back here several times.
So the planning of this project's not done, you're saying?
I mean, there should be a timeframe.
I mean, over 4 years, solar panels changed, everything's changed. How different is it going to be from what was presented to us all those years ago.
Well, no, the site plan
Is
will
the
be,
scope staying the same?
It's pretty much the same. So if you were to just glance at a site plan, you will not see a difference. So the size of the panels, the layout, the tracking technology, it's all the same.
The size of the
The size,
project is
right.
stated, the wattage
everything's
and
the
everything.
same.
Exactly. So
There's
there's
no change in the site plan.
material difference in the layout. It's really in the detail, kind of having the surety and really putting the effort, the engineering effort into all the details of the design we're now working on. So we're actually, working on it already. We have enough certainty now with the notice of complete application. We're working on that. And with, with the more in-depth drawings. And do understand that the code enforcement officer will take some time
Mhm.
to review that. So I talked to Vincent Hales.
Mhm.
He wasn't aware of the project, so I sent, the information that we had
Mhm.
to him. And kind of, laid out kind of, hopefully we have a scoping call. I haven't heard back from him yet. I'm assuming, so I will be more in contact with him once we move forward.
Do we still have a town designated engineer to review this kind of thing? Where we at with that?
Yes, yeah,
Michelle?
engineer on this is Crawford.
Crawford,
Okay.
Yep. Yep, because she just did the, decommissioning plan.
Oh, that's right, okay.
Mhm.
Because our building inspectors probably really aren't up to speed to review
Yeah,
this.
I
so.
know.
So you get that factor into that too, I
Right.
mean, they're not sitting around waiting for you guys to get your
Yes.
stuff to them, so. So I guess you're stuck with 6 months and, if you don't, then, I mean, well, I don't know how we go here.
Well, should they be given this, I mean, you're saying 6 months to get a permit, and now you're saying it's gonna take us 2 months. I mean, all their stuff, work should be submitted to us by the end of April to the town.
I would think
For
sooner,
review.
I would think sooner than that.
Yeah,
When will your project gonna be ready for review to the town?
For the building permits, the code enforcement officer, that would be about 3 to 4 months now that the engineering procurement and construction contractor has engaged the engineers to do all of the design work. That's
Much
needed.
from today or from the approval from the DEC?
This is all happening
Yeah.
currently.
Okay.
Yes,
So
that's
it's
why
basically around March.
they were just
Well, you know,
engaged
maybe-
November 4th.
maybe we should request a timeline of when all of this work will be completed to determine if, in fact, what they're requesting is enough time. Because, well, I think we've been done with this consistently coming into us to extend this. Because again, you're putting us in a position to not comply with some of our codes, et cetera, as you know. So I don't know, I think it'd be good if you had a timeline as to when your engineers, electrical, et cetera, would be complete, have the drawings complete, their final documents. Because you don't know that right now. Do you?
I think we just mentioned it, so it's around March, so over the next 3
Yeah, but
months.
you're just,
But
but
also,
is that valid?
It's an estimate. It
It's an
has to be an
estimate.
estimate because we can't control everybody's workflow. We can't control the code enforcement officer's
Well, if you're
workflow and
paying, you should
timeline.
have a succinct guideline. I mean, if I had a project, I would want a succinct guideline. I'm paying them to do it.
right.
Is that, I don't think,
We have that, so it's, but another.
I'm trying to
commitment-
help you here, you know, but
we can
we're not
provide-
getting too
we can
far.
provide that, But another commitment, I think, that we will have to show is the building permit fee, so in our calculations now, it's over $100,000 for the building permit fee, which is also a substantial amount that we will, have to pay. That's it, with the application.
Wait, okay. It's 4 years. I don't think it's up to us to consider the expenses of your project. I think what we're trying to do is find out if the time frame is a valid time frame
Mhm.
before we go any further. and I'm not getting, I don't know if anyone else is
I'm
getting.
trying to get your point, quite honestly. Are you trying to say we should give them more time so they can get it done?
No, what I'm saying is that they're here again and they want us to.
Okay, but we all know why they're here.
Right.
Well,
We know why they're here is because DEC.
what we want from them is
So
to say by the end of March, all your paperwork's gonna be submitted to our town CEO for review and to
Mhm.
Michelle.
So you can make that a condition of the extension?
Yes,
What good is that gonna do? if
I don't know.
we
it
Well,
gives,
the
it
6-month
gives us down
extension
2
is-
months within that, because
I
you're working
understand what it
within the 6
does. I'm
months.
saying
Can I
us doing that as a condition doesn't mean it's going to happen.
I just
Go ahead,
wanted to
Jen.
make a suggestion, just listening to all of the comments. So we've made a request for 6 months. I think that the concerns that are being discussed about, is that enough? And can we commit to a time frame? It's very difficult to nail down the time frame. What we can nail down now is the 90 days with DEC. Would it be comforting to everybody if we continued with the 6-month plan, but we come back at the 90-day mark at the board's next regular meeting and give the board an update as to more concrete timeframes? Because I understand the concern about this, and we don't know how quickly we can get through the building permit application process. We have an estimate from engineering, procurement, and construction on when drawings will be done for the building permit. But I agree with you, it's something that in the short term, this next 6 months, it's difficult to give a concrete date that, yes, we will have construction drawings in hand on, February 1st or April 1st. We get estimates from the architects and engineers, they've been engaged. We provided proof that they've been engaged, but if I had a dollar for every time that I was told I was gonna have drawings in hand and didn't have them on time, I'd have a lot of dollars. It's just not something that is easy to nail down because we're dependent on other professionals. So if that would give the board comfort, I think that might be the way that we can come back and update before the 6 month is expired.
Well, it really doesn't
Be
matter,
realistic.
because, within 6 months, it's either a do or die thing, I think,
Yeah.
So my personal opinion is go with it, if you're not done in 6 months, then it's on you,
Well, we thought it was gonna be do or
Yeah.
die this time.
Well,
too.
that's true, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm kind of down.
So what took the 4 years? Was that DEC, all DEC, was the whole 4 years?
Yes.
Well, you
So-
had COVID in there and a bunch of other things too.
Yeah, and we had staff changes because of COVID, and we also had a major shift in what was going to be acceptable for a mitigation site. So basically, what we had to do was identify property that had the habitat for the northern harrier, which is an endangered and threatened species that has a habitat at the project site.
Okay.
We had identified a mitigation site, we thought, in Montgomery County. And we worked for over a year with DEC in furtherance of using that mitigation site for the incidental take permit. And then DEC said that that site wasn't acceptable. So we had to start all over finding a mitigation site. They asked that we look for mitigation sites in Greene County. And we exhausted all of the potential mitigation sites in Greene County. I think that was likely because other solar developers that needed mitigation sites had already gone through Green Land Trust and they secured mitigation sites in Greene County. So then we had to find another mitigation site that would be acceptable to DEC. And we found a pre-approved mitigation area that's controlled by Magnolia Trust. And then we had to go through Magnolia Trust and DEC to document that there would be a net conservation benefit and finalize all of the agreements.
Where is that?
That's up in the Thousand Island area. And yeah, Tibbetts Landing. It's called Tibbetts Landing.
And did you say that was finalized today?
That has been signed, fully executed, mitigation agreement was signed and it was submitted
That
to,
makes sense.
it was signed and submitted to DEC today. And again, that wasn't signed until after the October 21st notice of complete permit application, because we couldn't get the agreement signed with Magnolia Land Trust, who controls the mitigation site, until DEC said, okay, we're done with all of the questions about this site were satisfied. So that is, again, is another milestone that hinged on getting the permit application deemed complete by DEC.
Do you believe this could be a indication that Greene County is reaching its saturation rate of these type of projects as far as environmental concerns?
I can't say that, you know why? Because I don't know if lands in Greene County were used as mitigation sites for projects outside of Greene County. Because just like we were looking at Montgomery County for a mitigation site, somebody from another county where they had a project could have found land in Greene County. So I can't say that to be the case, or that this process that we've gone through is an indicator of saturation. And it, you know, we're actually using lands that aren't in any county nearby now, you know.
Yeah, Tibbetts Point's quite a ways.
Yeah.
Has the fiscal climate of the state of New York had any impact on your project?
I can't answer that because I don't get involved in the
Oh,
financial
okay.
part.
Not direct.
You already have the money from New York, that's already been committed. There's no more available, I think, or something like that.
Yeah, right, that's what I'm asking.
It's going away, but they already have a committed, you've already committed from that, right?
No, on that side, it was, pretty much also to answer your earlier, concern, financing, that was never an issue. It was really kind of that permit, that aspect that Jackie just outlined, that really was holding it up.
Well, you have new financiers here, so that,
Pardon?
They were here
Well,
last year in November.
no.
We weren't here
No,
last
not
year. Are you talking about the
You were here.
NYSERDA incentives?
You were here last year
Yeah,
for
sort of
the
incentives.
November.
Yeah, that's,
I'm not sure about
that's not necessarily the financing, the NYSERDA
that's not
incentives,
what
that's
I'm
part of
talking about.
the
Yeah,
offtake strategy
Yeah.
for
Right, that's
revenue.
nothing to do with.
We're new to the picture here. We have financing approved that we can allocate to this project as part of our expanded authority to develop renewables.
Any further questions?
No, this is going on for so long, the Northern Harrier won't be endangered by too
That's
much.
actually-
Well, that was
That's
something that
actually
almost
true.
happened. That was
That's
one
actually
of the.
That's what you were waiting for
That happened
originally.
in the first extension request. DEC
Oh.
told us that they were going to delist it as an endangered and threatened species.
Go wait till
So
the
we
week
were-
when you're done.
Yeah, and so we were waiting for it to be delisted, and then they didn't delist it. It's, you can't make it up.
All this on fields that, honest to God, less than 15 years ago, I was helping a guy chop corn out.
Yes.
So how established were the Northern Harriers?
Right, yeah.
Those fields were actively farmed.
For what it's worth, from our due diligence process over the past year, one thing that's been clear is on this front that we're discussing today, the reason for delay. Most recently, they've been dealt a rough set of cards. So we like the project. We think it brings a lot of value, technically, environmentally, and also in community benefits. It's a project that will have funds allocated to our REACH program. So we really like the project. It would be the second project that we've acquired and financed, so.
In this area or in total?
In the state, we only received our expanded authority in 2023, had to come up with a strategic plan after that. How are we gonna do this, build a team? So as of January 2025, we published our first strategic plan, bought our first project. That one's underway now, and this is one of the next ones we're looking at. And we've been looking at it for quite some time, crossing our fingers with the DEC issue. So we're happy to see that kind of under their belt now.
Okay, you want me to read this resolution when somebody goes? Or we want something else? Or you thinking you want to change something about it?
No, I'm just reading this.
Oh, okay.
So you gotta read it out loud. We can go ahead and do that.
Well, okay, I'll read it out loud, and if there's, it's at some point, if there's a paragraph or something that somebody, just yell out, I'm gonna change. Okay, no more. Maybe I shouldn't have said that. Okay, let me take a drink of water. Okay. Whereas Tyco's Energy and/or Hannah Solar Facility LLC, the applicant, submitted a site plan application, the application to the Town of New Baltimore Planning Board at November 19th, 2019 Planning Board meeting, and whereas the Planning Board approved the application by resolution at the Planning Board's meeting on December 9th, 2021, and whereas the applicant requested a one-year extension of the approval, the Planning Board granted the applicant's extension request by resolution at the Planning Board's meeting on December 8th, 2022. And whereas the applicant requests an additional one-year extension of the approval, and the Planning Board granted the applicant's extension request by resolution at the Planning Board meeting on August 8th, 2023, such that the second extension expires on December 9th, 2024. And whereas due to NYDEC's changes to its siting requirements, the applicant was required to locate a mitigation parcel within Greene County, the county in which the solar project subject of the application will be located, which has in turn required an entirely new review process by the NYSDEC of the incidental take permit. And whereas the applicant requests an additional one-year extension of the approval by letter from the applicant's counsel dated April 23rd, 2024, Planning Board granted the applicant's extension request by resolution at the Planning Board meeting on November 14th, 2024, such that the third extension expires on December 9th, 2025. Whereas the applicant submitted to NYSDEC's notice of complete application on October 1st, 2025. Notice was published in the Albany Times Union the week of October 27th, 2025, starting a 15-day public comment period as well as a 90-day time frame to allow for NYSDEC's decision. And whereas the applicant has requested the Planning Board to grant an additional 6-month extension of the approval by email from the applicant's counsel dated October 29th, 2025, stating that the NYSDEC review of the incidental take permit application must conclude by February 11th, 2026. And whereas notwithstanding that the applicant has not yet obtained a building permit nor commenced construction of the project, the site plan has not otherwise been changed since the Planning Board issued the approval. And whereas the town board of the town of Baltimore has delegated its authority to grant extension for the site plan approval of the planning board, see New Baltimore Town Code 112-36, and the planning board may issue the fourth extension in its discretion. Now, therefore, be it resolved, the planning board's resolution dated November 14, 2024, is hereby modified to allow for an additional extension of the applicant's approval. And be it further resolved that the site plan be extended for an additional 6-month period on December 9th, 2025, such that it shall expire on June 9th, 2025, based on the applicant's representation that NYSDEC issued a notice of completion of the applicant's incidental take permit application, and NYSDEC's review of the ITP application must conclude by February 11th, 2026. Be it further resolved that the site plan shall not be further extended beyond June 9th, 2025. Somebody wanted to modify in that?
Well, the last part, the further resolution, site plan should not be further extended beyond June 9th, 2025. Seems like we have no teeth. Anyways, I don't know why that even needs to be there.
Final.
Also, could be
Final extension?
2026.
Yeah.
Oh, 26, yeah, it should be 26, yeah, I'm sorry.
And it should be November 13th.
This is November.
And then resolved.
This is the wrong date too.
What's that? Oh, it's the 13th, yeah, you're right. Okay.
Wait, this is 2024. Should this be 2025?
It's up here. Plan board dated.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
November 13th.
2025. My only other suggestion was to change additional to final.
Okay,
Yeah, but we keep saying final.
I don't know,
It
did
never
we say
happens.
it in the last one? I don't have the
Yes.
last one in front of me.
You know, we want that language even
Under
in
the
there,
resolve
but it
final.
means nothing.
be it further resolved, the site plan
I'm talking about
Shall
the resolved.
be
Yeah, and the
further
first
extended
resolve.
beyond June 9th. What, do you want to modify that, or?
Well, what happens is they got everything to the town, and on our end, we haven't approved the permit yet. And it goes beyond that date. it's on us, it's not on them.
Yeah, that's on us.
I mean, so do
Yeah.
you want to put this deadline here? You know, we're talking, they got so much money invested in this project. The town's gonna benefit from it when they do get the permit. I don't wanna deny the town that benefit. I don't need to have a deadline here on that, if, especially when it falls on,
Well,
Well, that's the
Our
whole
people.
idea of this 6-month extension is to have an ending date.
I know, but we're
well, I
over a
think
barrel.
it's loose. I think the whole concept that we're dealing with.
It can stand as it is.
It's
But
irrelevant.
don't be surprised when this is over, they're back,
And that's true,
I,
you know?
because there's nothing we're saying here that will prevent them from returning.
well, the
because-
reason we're giving this is a result of the DEC finally settling their,
Well, I'm tired of hearing
issue.
about DEC, to be quite frank with you, because we have other issues that they have to achieve in order for this timeframe to be met. DEC is pinned down now, but that is not the big deal at this point.
well, that was in here.
Nothing
Yes.
else could have taken place without the DEC's approval.
And also, so the cost for them would be is if it's expired and they got the approval, and they could proceed, they'd have to start the whole process again, right? The application.
Yeah.
And it's
So,
like there's a new law.
We could have done this 4 times already, but yes, and there's new laws.
Right. But, to your point, if you want the resolution to contemplate that we have a building permit application filed, because then it's in the town's court. I understand your point there. That if we have an application filed and,
I think that
Like
gives them a little more
application
leeway.
submitted by that
Mhm.
date,
Instead of
not
saying, yeah.
necessarily.
So I do write that in there.
Yeah, not a permit, but
So application, maybe?
building permit application
Yeah.
filed and pending.
You guys tell me.
I like it. I like to have that in there.
To have it in there,
Yeah,
so
that is
by
filed.
by the June 2026, building permit application submitted to the building department.
Oh, it's June 9th.
That's what I meant, June 9th, 2026,
Yeah.
by that date.
well, then we're giving them
A lot of
more
extra
time.
time, yep.
All right.
Yeah, a lot of extra time, because just submitting it doesn't,
Right, if you're not including the review by
Well,
code
that's why I was trying
enforcement.
to, that's why I brought up
But either way,
March.
they gotta submit it.
Right. So if it's submitted by the state, not necessarily secured, as long as the application is submitted and under review. That's where you wanna keep it.
Are we putting
we can go with this.
a, are we putting
a
a date on that submission?
That
That's
would
what
be
we're trying
the
to figure out.
June 9th, 2026. That would be submission of building permit
2026, June 9th. we're done.
application.
Sure. Sure, we're done.
Can we shorten it to a period of time after the DEC decision?
I
Then
don't
they'll just be back.
think that's necessary, because I think anytime now, the DEC could really,
Again, I
So
don't think that's the
that's-
issue at this point.
yeah.
Yeah, there's other issues that have to be addressed. That 6-month timeframe is, might not be met.
Well, then, that's on them.
So how about we just say, and that a building permit application be submitted to the building department by this date?
My understanding was they were going to have the building permit.
Yeah, the application,
No,
but
we're
that
gonna
it's
have the
not
building permit,
secure,
period.
right, so,
By June 9th, 2026.
Right,
Yeah, but
well,
then
that's-
it's leaving it on us though to, like they said, if they give it to us in March and for some reason we can't turn it around in time, God forbid.
Well, I think that,
With
I think,
engineering review and everything.
well, yeah, but we have the engineering firm that's going to do that.
So may I make a suggestion that perhaps the language could be that the extension would be told during the pendency that the building permit application is filed and pending review with the town. So if the site plan extension is told, so if the site plan extension that's granted this evening is 6 months, provided however, the 6-month period will be told during the pendency of a building permit application that has been filed and under review with the town.
So don't put a date,
So
put a
but it would
period
told
told,
a
yeah, I get
6-month
you,
period,
yeah.
so,
Yeah.
you know.
so it takes 2 months And that, in 2 months doesn't count
Right,
towards your
so-
6 months.
Right, if we file it within the 6-month period and it's pending under review with the town, the 6-month period
That's kind of what I
gets
was
told.
getting at.
Yeah, well, that works.
That's not
I mean,
like a safety net.
You don't have to put a date, but it regardless, they have to get, it's in our hands at that
The
point.
6 months is intact,
Yeah.
it's just
That
that
process will be completed,
it
yeah,
shifts.
but it
if
doesn't
we're-
put a finite needing the, actual permit.
And how is that going to benefit not having them have another extension?
Well, it would be an extension.
Right, because then it'll be the building department's,
It'll be in our ballpark.
They'll
if
be
we
done.
get it.
They're
Well,
done.
we're not counting our time for
I
review
understand
towards
that.
their extension.
Right.
Which, hey, you wanna reword this,
Just
be
give
it
them 12
further
months.
resolved, that the site plan shall not be further extended beyond June 9th, 26, or do we wanna eliminate
A date,
that, or we wanna put it as the application needs to be, the building permit application?
That the site plan shall not be further extended. Why don't we be further resolved that the building permit application
Has to be submitted.
will be completed no later than June 9th? Does that make sense?
Well, then,
Filed,
Or filed, yeah.
yeah, well, that's the whole thing, is what's the
and in the
completion date?
event that the building permit is not granted prior to the expiration of the 6-month extension, the 6-month extension will be told during the pendency of the code enforcement office's review of the application. That's,
And the application obviously can't get in without the DEC's approval.
right.
yeah, they're not even gonna go any further unless they have it.
Well, DEC is out of it after February,
That is, I shall.
period,
Right, hopefully sooner.
or sooner.
And we will continue to update.
So basically, we're giving them a lot more time.
If you don't want to see us back, it definitely helps the chances. And I mean, like was proposed before, I think there's opportunities for us to show you progress throughout the 6 months, give you confidence that things are moving forward as planned. Understanding that there are certain things out of Tycos's control that could push them closer to the 6 month limit, but after 6 months, it's understood to be over. I just think if you don't want to see us back, and there are some things that are out of Tycos's control,
Yeah.
then the best opportunity for both sides would
I'm
be
just
to.
thinking how to word this here. April, you're the wizard.
I'm not. I'm-
Well, you're not talking about the site plan at this point. We're talking about,
Right,
we're talking about be it further resolved, building application
that the building permit application shall be filed with the building department
no
With it-
later than June 9th, 2020.
within the 6-month
26,
extension
right.
period.
Yeah,
So
Okay.
you just, instead of putting a date on it, you just want to say within the 6-month extension period.
So that gives you guys plenty of time.
Right, but I think that,
Yeah, really,
I-
that's,
It is almost 9 months.
but I think it's important though that it says that the 6-month extension is told during the pendency of the application with the building department. Because,
She's just trying to say if they submitted June 8th,
Okay,
they're not, it's not complete. Obviously, they still have a site plan
right,
and we're reviewing for 2 months. Technically,
not
the way
gonna-
it's written, it's ended. They lost their
Right.
extension.
You know what, we
so
have
the
another,
tolling of the 6 months means that, like say that we file a building permit application on May 9th.
Yeah.
Right, and there's still 30 days left,
right.
so.
Right, so it doesn't negate your site plan when the time
Correct,
limit is.
exactly, so say that then it takes the building department 2 months.
Right,
Well, that 2 months would actually tack on to the
right.
remaining 30 days, so
do we
that's
have
the
enough
tolling
time,
of the
do
6
we have
months.
another meeting before the end of,
No,
Tonight, we gotta do this.
what I was gonna suggest is that we just agree to it conceptually and have the lawyer come up with,
We gotta do this now, Mo.
yeah.
Yeah, this isn't rocket science.
I think it's just the, what it should say, the final
Just
sentences.
the language.
That's
Yeah.
it.
But
That's
just make
all
sure
we
the
need to
dates are right,
solidify,
because there's
so. we
multiple dates that are wrong.
I did fix that on my end, and I will fix it in the office on my end as well. I have it written down and We had to fix November 14th to the 13th, 24 to 25, 25 to 26,
We
and the
can,
last
we can
one.
stick with
Then
this.
25 to 26, and be it further resolved, the second to last paragraph.
Yep.
Yeah, we've modified that, we've addressed that. But maybe we could go with, be it further resolved that the site plan shall not be further extended beyond June 9th, 2026, with the condition that the building
Mhm.
application.
That's probably better.
After application's been submitted, you have the toll that she's suggesting.
The 6-month extension will be told during the pendency
Review.
of the code enforcement officer's review of the building permit application.
Or you just want to put with the condition that the building permit application
And so, yeah, I do,
is in by this date.
yeah, and that's the end of it.
No, but what she's still saying is it still expires June 9th, whether they submit they want the,
They won't have an approved building permit because if they submit it June
but
1st,
are you reading this as if June 9th passes and we're still reviewing that you lose the extension?
Right,
And
unless.
you see what they're just
Right,
trying to cover
unless
their
there's
bases.
something in the resolution that says, I was just writing it out, because my thought is that it could just follow the language that's already in the draft and just say, provided however, if the building permit application for the project has been filed and is pending review with the code enforcement officer, then the 6-month extension is told until the code enforcement officer decides the building permit application. Because that way, the 6 months doesn't just expire, it gets told
Mhm.
during that review.
so
You're
if,
making that complicated. Okay.
so if,
I don't know,
okay,
I just said,
for the
maybe
June,
something simpler, the site plan should not be further extended beyond the June 9th, 26, without, submitted application.
Right,
Submit a building permit application.
without, yeah, and that kind of simplifies it right up and extends the site plan as long as the application is in.
Yeah, maybe you could say in which case the
yeah, that's,
site plan extension will continue during
Review.
town
review,
approval.
Oh,
Town review
during
and
town
approval.
review of the building permit application.
What do you have there?
I've written a bunch of things, let me know which one's the right one and.
Well, do we want to build off that then?
Yeah,
Either
After
simpler
June
the
9th,
better.
2025, without submittal of the building permit application. We'll keep someone else pick up from here.
okay,
2026.
yeah.
In
Get these years.
which case the site plan approval will continue to be extended until the town code enforcement officer
Site plan approval,
completes review
By the town board.
of the building permit.
extended
Yeah.
till,
Think you got something, April?
Yeah.
do you have it?
Yeah,
She's good at resolutions. Okay.
You should just put that to record.
I was gonna.
Well, the-
okay. Be it further resolved that the site plan shall not be further extended beyond June 9th, 2026, without submittal of the building permit application, in which case site plan approval will be extended until the issuance of the building permit.
Sounds good to me.
Period.
What everybody else think?
Everybody good, agreeable?
Yep.
You wanna read
how
that?
about, Henry?
If you can. I was kind of just throwing it
Okay,
in.
this will be the last paragraph of the resolution that has been read.
The first, I didn't rewrite the first sentence.
Be it
Okay.
further-
Yeah, be
Okay.
it further resolved, this is the last paragraph of the resolution that we
Yes.
just read.
Got
Be
it.
it further resolved that the site plan shall not be further extended beyond June 9th, 2026, without submittal of the building permit application, in which case site plan approval will be extended until the issuance of the building permit.
That's what I have.
Have it?
Yes.
I
Okay,
had to
Nice.
dictate.
okay. Well, anyway,
Bill has a question.
is it worth putting in there, pending? So, in the event that the permit is not, that the, inspector does not approve it,
I think
It also
it's
ends-
covered with that because it's only extended until the building permit is issued. So if it doesn't get issued, it doesn't get extended.
Well, correct, but I guess, I think what you're saying is if
Yeah.
there's extreme deficiencies and this is taking much longer, there's no time frame. So that's a whole nother thing.
so just changing one word allows it to stop. and
Okay,
it
so
doesn't
which
go in
word
front
would
of
you recommend changing, Bill?
I think we're overthinking this.
Probably not.
Whatever.
it. So I would change it from until to pending.
Pending.
Until the issuance, pending the issuance of the
Okay.
building permit? In which case site plan approval will be extended pending
Sure.
the issuance of the building permit?
So it allows the inspector to say no.
Oh, until makes it seem like he's gonna issue the building permit, but
Well, Maybe.
Well, I can put pending in there.
Either way.
I don't think it changes it.
Would
Alright,
would you
okay.
have a, would you have an?
Taking the word out until and you're putting in
Pending.
pending.
Right, okay. Right, I'll reread that last paragraph of the already written and read resolution. Be it further resolved that the site plan shall not be further extended beyond the June 9th, 2026 without submittal of the building permit application, in which case site plan approval will be extended pending the issuance of the building permit. Okay, that's it. All in eight. We'll take a vote.
I make a
Somebody
motion
motion
that,
A motion to,
Okay, sorry, go ahead.
a motion to approve the Hannaford Solar Resolution granting additional site plan approval extension.
Second.
A second by Josh. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
I guess it really doesn't matter at this point.
You're gonna go aye or nay?
Aye.
Nah.
Huh?
I'll go nah.
So Josh is nay. The rest of the board is aye.
I'll go nay.
Okay, so Anne Marie and Josh are nay. So the motion carries. You have 6 months. I do hope you will push it up. We're really showing our flexibility here, I think, you know.
Absolutely. Thank you very much. We appreciate everybody's effort on this. And we appreciate you working with us on this. Thank you.
Crack the whip with your engineers, because I really don't see
Pay
that.
overtime.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know the detail of what all you have to go through, but still, I would think, you know, under the circumstances.
And we will provide an update when we get the ITP permit, when that's issued. Hopefully well before the 90 days expires.
Well, I think we gave you more leniency than what you came here asking for.
Thank you for being realistic.
Make it happen.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Good night. Don't forget to get a-
Happy holiday, everybody.
It's like deja vu, right? Every Thanksgiving we see.
It's not like we don't wanna, like.
I've been on this board as long as you've been coming in here. Let me get this finished.
I know, right? Thank you. Have a good night.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Good night.
Thank you very much. Good night, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Okay. Anybody awake out there yet?
Anybody considering solar?
Our apologies, but,
You are, get out.
okay. Justin and Jessica,
That's us.
okay. Well, you're doing a lot line adjustment?
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
there's some.
Are there harriers on there?
Yeah.
There are two of their maps. Oh, I hope nobody ever wants these, because I should have probably taken these out a while ago. So one of their maps shows it's when they first got it, because there's a discrepancy on the tax map in the acreage. So this is the correct acreage of the property.
I have two more if you want. You're welcome.
So here are her other two maps.
Oh,
So.
yeah, oh, okay.
So this map here isn't of the lot line adjustment. This is a map that they got done before they put the house, I believe, or where's that map?
Was I saw the discrepancy in the acreage. here,
Okay, yes.
And I went looking for the deed. Were the deeds submitted?
Yes, the deeds are submitted.
The deeds don't mention any acreage in them then? Or do they?
The seed. I don't really
I mean,
fancy
there
myself
was
a
there
deed
was a
reader.
schedule and, or whatever in the land description, but typically it says, so many acres containing blank.
It does.
Oh, it does. All right, so we didn't get that, I don't think, through the emails.
You did. I promise.
You
But
did?
you can have my copies.
I have another copy.
So this is the map of how it currently is, right?
Yes. That was a draft one. Maybe, Rob, maybe you got two in there or something.
Yeah, I get two, what's the one down? How many know it? Okay. I'm just gonna roll this back. May 3rd, 24.
Yeah, but this doesn't say,
That's all I
2.2
have, though.
acres following this description.
Well, maybe.
What do you have?
So,
Sorry, can I come up?
Sure, yeah, please, come on.
Can I see what you have? Oh, yes. So this is all we got when we bought the property. And it says from
it's just
From, like,
schedules.
rock wall to rock wall. This,
Well, this original dated deed, I think, was from the 50s.
yeah, it was never touched. We're the first people to do anything with
So
it.
that's why it's on.
Yeah, it's very, very old. This is the
So to
only.
your delight, you got more land and you thought you had.
Yes, yeah, it was awesome. I know. Yeah, well, I mean, I was excited.
You wanted the survey.
You guys wanted the survey.
Yes.
So the new survey is gonna correct all the discrepancies.
Yes, and the, survey guy said he thinks that it was a typo and they wrote 600 instead of 700. It should have been 700 feet in there.
Okay,
And that's where the difference in the acreage came into.
these back to April.
Is there a new house built on this?
Yes.
Oh, okay, drive by there.
April, you want yours?
Yeah.
Yes, cool. Thank you.
Oh,
We just lived in-
That's your house, okay.
Just hope it doesn't change the taxes.
Oh, I'm sure it will. It's okay.
Not
We
until
just-
March,
Yeah,
I
we
think.
just wanted to be
So
right.
what exactly are you taking off?
Next
but it's
act.
coming.
You got two?
No, these are, I think these are just the
Taxes
same.
never go down.
Nope.
No,
No, so
Oh,
that's
oh,
the
oh,
original
oh,
one, so
oh,
that's what I
that's
was
the-
looking for, that's,
Oh,
they
okay.
had it redone, and that's when the discrepancy came up in the acreage.
yes.
And then you have the lot line adjustment survey now.
So at just 0.19 acres, you're just expanding this lot. So you got the driveway all the way on it, huh?
Yes,
So,
Yeah.
yeah, so the driveway is on the lot and the house is
well within.
within the
yes.
setback.
It's, I think it's 40 feet now.
And still,
from the
still,
line.
yeah, and it's still a conforming lot, it's over 2 acres even when you take it
Mhm.
off.
Yes.
What was the side lot for, in our code?
What's that?
What was the side lot, how many feet back from the side should the house, should have been from the property line?
Should have been 25 feet, but it's 19 as is.
And it got approved that close.
There was language in the cover letter that pointed out that it wasn't within the setbacks, but it wasn't changed when it went through. So
We've been working
there's been,
with our survey guy.
there's been a thing, this is how they're fixing it.
Okay.
Many months.
Well, at least it wasn't over.
What?
Right, like it wasn't over the line
Oh.
or anything.
Yeah,
We did the site work on a new house, it was over, it was nothing to do with anything we did, we put it where it was set to be.
Yeah.
And the guy ended up having to buy additional acreage at a very big price.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So you-
I mean, we-
Hopefully you own both sides.
You get
Yes.
your property.
Yeah, exactly. They own
Yeah.
both
We're the only
properties.
inter-party here,
Yeah, yeah, they're both our feet, and we wanted to make sure that we had the lines so that we could build on the other one eventually
Looks like
also.
19.
Yeah, just clear it up now.
Yeah.
Good time.
Okay.
Yeah.
It seems like it's right. 0.1.
I don't see where it's be any problem, just a matter of us doing a resolution and you submit your, corrected deeds.
Conveyance deeds and drafts of final deeds is what I'll, before the next meeting to have the lawyer look over them, make sure they're correct, and then a resolution can be done on this.
I will
We
do
need a
my
motion
best
or
to get that.
anything? So this,
Do you think we will
For the
need
record.
to involve the survey person again?
You have the deed description, you have the descriptions of the new, so possibly not. Your lawyer should be able to draft new deeds from the descriptions, I think.
Yeah, you should. Hey, okay.
We can do
Yeah.
that.
Because that's,
Who's your lawyer?
we don't, well, for this, we don't have, do you have a recommendation?
No, I'm just
okay.
asking, so if it was certain ones.
No, I mean, we bought the property 2 years ago.
Yeah.
So we had a lawyer when we bought, Joan Taylor was our lawyer in Cooksaki.
Okay.
Yep.
She's still in
She's-
business, yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe
she's
I can
around.
reach back out to her. She's
You could.
very nice.
Yeah.
But if we do have to involve the survey guy, it's gonna take a while. Historically.
After they go through the application and everything like that, it's at your discretion when you get us the deeds and come back to
If the
get it
surveyor
approved.
already gave you the, information,
The
the
description.
description,
Yes, ma'am.
that's what the lawyer needs to do your deed.
Okay.
So that should
Great.
be, right.
Okay,
That's a relief.
perfect.
But you do need a Mylar copy of this map stamped and signed by the surveyor as
Sure.
well as 3 paper copies.
That's what I've.
It
We
looks
have
like
the
you guys
paper
have all your
copies.
paper copies here, but you still will need the Mylar copy stamped and signed to,
Before the next meeting.
yeah, because we have to
I
stamp
mean,
and
it
sign
doesn't necessarily have to be, but we,
when
when we do the approve, once our town attorney has looked things over, said, okay, these jive with the, survey, et cetera. And you'll come back in, we'll do a resolution, and we will stamp, the Mylar and those copies, then you can take them to the county, and then you're done, But your surveyor is gonna have to provide you with a Mylar and several copies of the adjusted survey.
But I could tell him, tomorrow
Yes.
that I need that, and hopefully I will get it before the next.
You just gotta
Well,
print it up.
That, when you get it, you can just come in.
I had to cry on his answering machine to get
We're
this.
calling friends of his to go
So-
to his house to.
But
Well,
unless,
you
unless
just
there's
wanna get this done to fix it.
Yeah.
There's no real
urgency.
urgency.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
sorry, I get it, but.
No, I mean, it doesn't matter.
It's not like you're being sued or,
Oh,
There-
yeah.
We can't get this.
are you trying to
Well,
sell the other
I-
property?
No.
No, they have a temporary certificate of occupancy for the house right now, pending the
Oh.
approval of the lot line adjustment, but I think that if we accept the application today,
Can he issue a conditional on that or?
there's a 30-day right now temporary, so I think we're good. They're submitted, they're here, this is what
Yeah.
he wanted, so I think we're good. I think we're good. Just, review the application, go through the EAF, accept the application, and
Mr. Hope
That should be
have no
enough.
problem giving us Mylar within that time frame.
I hope so.
Yes.
For application.
I hope.
You can pay Anne Marie to call him.
Yeah.
She'll talk him down.
I might take you up on
I
that.
mean, you already paid him? Yeah. Can I? Or you said,
We can run through an EF on it.
yeah, get it over with.
Thank you.
That's good, we're good?
No, hang on,
Nope, we gotta
we'll run through
run through
we're just gonna review the application, make sure everything's,
No.
I know where everybody,
this is where you might need to initial next to changes.
if there's something,
Okay.
so just give us a few minutes, we'll run through,
Okay,
make
no
sure everything's working.
problem. Thank you.
And, I know you're, we're not here longer than expected.
That's okay. It was interesting.
I just thought so.
Yeah.
You guys have a tough.
Hey, just wondering if the acreage is jive.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at. 368 acres.
More interesting?
Yeah, 2.1. This is a new one, yeah.
That's
That's the
still,
old,
well, you're going on.
or, this is both the old, okay, that's the one I'm looking for, yeah. Yeah, okay, it's,
The
2.15,
application's not
360,
even
okay.
signed.
Yeah, I had her sign them,
Oh.
and it's all signed now. It was something that they just missed it, so as soon as I came in, I had them sign the application, so that's complete. Well, it's signed.
You just said all that's completed.
Yes, yep, I have it right here, if you wanna take a look at it now. It is complete. And then this is the one I want you to fill out for me. Let me go over this
Yeah, I was
part
just looking
two.
for part two, yeah, okay, good, all right, that's what I was looking for. Great, I'll read through this, part two of the EF. Will the proposed action create a material conflict with an adapted land use or zoning regulation? No. Will the proposed action result in change in use or intensity of the use of the land? No. Will the proposed action impair the character or quality of the existing community? No. Will the proposed action have an impact on environmental characteristics that cause the establishment of CEA? No. Will the proposed action result in an adverse change in existing level of traffic or affect existing infrastructure for mass transit, biking, or walkway? No. Will the proposed action cause an increase in use of energy and fails to incorporate reasonably available energy conservation or renewable energy opportunities? No. Will the proposed action impact existing water supplies, wastewater, treatment utilities? No. No. Proposed action impair the character or quality of important historic, archaeological, architectural, or aesthetic resources? No. Proposed action result in adverse change in natural resources? No. Proposed action result in increased potential for erosion, flooding, or drainage problems? No. Will the proposed action create a hazard to environmental resources or human health? No. Do I hear a motion to accept the negative declaration for the,
A motion to accept the environmental assessment form negative declaration for the lot line revision of lands belonging to Otis and Camerati.
Second.
seconded by Josh, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, so we've accepted that. We'll make a motion to accept the lot line adjustment application.
A motion to accept the lot line adjustment application for the Justice Otis and Justice Camerati, Oak Kings Road, Hannaford, New York.
Second.
Second by Josh, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, we're all set, and, do you wanna take these maps for you, or,
Hold on here.
The new ones, they all have to be
is
signed.
that a modular?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, where do you get that from?
Question. Looks like these paper copies are all signed,
They are.
so I don't think you need any.
By, Robbie.
Oh, I
No,
know,
no,
but
not
I'm
by
saying
us.
they're signed by
No,
the,
I'm talking about like you sent by
oh,
Robbie.
yeah. If you want, I can hold on to them. That way they get signed. At least I can hold on to the 3 and give you back the other ones. And
Whatever.
then all you'll have to provide is the Mylar copy.
You know,
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah?
you only need that. The updated one, not the old ones. You got both.
I thought the
How many
old one
do you
was
want?
here.
How many of
Oh,
those?
there was only old one?
There was only one old one.
Oh, okay.
Where'd it go?
Oh,
Okay.
so you got 3 updated ones? Because you're gonna want one for the town's file.
That one isn't. Is it?
Where's the old one?
I don't think you got 3 of the updated ones.
Oh, I don't. No, okay. Okay, we're
You're
good.
gonna need more paper of the.
Yeah.
of the
So we have,
corrected one.
this is the
Okay.
old, this is
I
the
can do
old.
that, that's not a problem.
That's new.
So how many new do we have?
That's new. 2. There's 2 new ones.
Yeah, you should probably get a couple for yourself. When you order, get the Mylars. You should know how many he should bring you.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna keep an old and a new for myself for now. And then I'll give you these 3 paper copies, 1 Mylar.
Okay,
Okay.
of just the new.
Of just the new, yeah. And I'm gonna take the sticky and put it on those ones.
Okay.
And then deeds and,
Yes.
that stuff.
I wrote
But I
them down
will
already.
email you on Monday and just
Thank you.
solidify everything you need.
I appreciate
You
that.
got it.
You've been great.
Thanks.
Thank you very much.
Enjoy your new
We
one.
appreciate you. Thank you.
Have a good night.
Have a good night.
You know,
And the rubber band broke.
Oh, here, you want this one?
Oh, no, you got it. I'll tie it. I'll tie it. I'm good. Thank you, guys.
Town can't afford more rubber bands?
Yeah.
I'll put it in my budget.
We'll see it in 6 years.
All right, and then we have the last one here. Here's a couple maps. They're just the draft maps. So everybody's got it.
Hi, how you doing?
Good.
Still awake, huh?
Yes.
Good.
Now you know what you don't want to do in life, right?
You get poorly paid for it.
Yeah.
Okay,
Sorry, you guys, there's three of us. I mean, I look at it.
yeah. So your lot was 16 acres, huh?
No, they're getting 2. We'll be down to 14.
Oh, there's a total acreage. Is that what
Yes,
Yeah, the total.
this is they don't have the Mylar yet.
Yeah, this is just a draft copy of it. There's no signatures or anything. Not yet.
You doing just exactly 2 or you're doing, 2.1?
2.1.
Yeah.
Just,
Give you a little flexibility.
Gotten that line just a little bit farther.
you're better this way.
Yeah, so we get that 2 plus or
Yeah.
minus. Yeah.
Well, they're getting a lot on the road.
Yeah.
You know, we've been down that road, you know?
Yeah.
So Michelle is on the one side, because you did hers.
A while back, yeah. that's
3
fine.
years,
3
23,
years
I
ago,
think it was,
So she'll be
2023.
there, and then Kate and Briar will be, we own in between where Michelle's horses are.
Yeah.
We'll still own that. They're gonna be right next to that, and then Joe and I have everything else.
Nice little lot cut right out in the middle of the property. there.
Well, because of the road frontage.
Yeah, no,
we have
and
to
that's
have-
perfect.
yeah, we
Because then
have
you
to
don't have to
use-
go
yeah.
So you're
through.
gonna be, this is gonna be
Easement
right,
deeds.
right about directly across from Harry and Jean, right?
Yeah. Yeah, close, close. Like their property line will be like lined up with their mailbox. And she's not gonna bake the cookies, so don't ask that, because that was the last time. You wanna know if I brought cookies from Harry and Jean.
You're not supposed
You
to
don't
have
get cookies this
now.
time.
No cookies.
No. If I stop at Harry and Jean's, they're gonna force feed me.
I don't know, she hasn't been well, so.
Oh, yeah?
And she's had a rough road the last couple of months.
Can you grab the short EAF? from me?
Last time I saw Joe
When he's
Messina,
not looking, the one he
I
filled
asked
out
him-
for me.
it was fun following Chuck Irving around Lebanon Valley Speedway.
Oh, my Lord, come on, now you're
The one we
really
just
digging
went
me.
He
through.
laughed like,
Yeah.
Do you have that, Rob, the EAF you just signed?
Yes.
When you started talking, I was kind of like,
I,
oh, this could go really
This
good.
could go
or really
bad.
he had me move his truck
Huh?
sometime.
You
at
didn't
Pine
have
it. Oh,
Ridge
so I put it all
when I was
together here.
13 years
Okay.
old.
Yeah, it's all in there.
That
All right,
was
let me
a
see.
Cadillac.
You're talking about his father?
Yes.
No, it's in
His
the
father
back
passed.
there.
Oh, here it is, it's right in front.
Right,
I'm Chuck
94.
Irving Jr.
Perfect.
And Dad and Joe used to race.
Yeah,
Oh, that's crazy.
Thank you.
What a small
Lucky
world.
13.
yep.
Wow.
Bob Eilenberg. I mean, he's down
Albright,
surveying down here.
834.
And,
And number 5.
and Joe's sister, Karen, I don't know if you remember her,
Yeah.
her son races too, number 13.
Yeah.
What's that?
But they're way up,
Seen that.
they're up in Syracuse.
What's that?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
No, he's from across the river. I believe.
Mm-hmm.
This looks pretty straightforward to me. I mean, it's been done. You see any problems here, Mike?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
You're up quiet.
No, I'm just, I was looking at the application.
He's tired, he wants to go home. It's been a long night.
No, I laughed
Oh,
because
okay.
straightforward and that lot is.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's
like a peninsula.
There's a reason for it, I'm not gonna question it.
It's just the way it worked out. When you have horses, this is the way it works. Like,
Oh,
walk
you got
around the
fields and
horses.
fences
Yes,
and stuff
yes,
going on there.
fences are up and, you know,
This is
you
it.
work around the horses. They dictate how you put your property out.
That makes more sense.
And then we have goats too, so they're the, secondary dictators.
You losing your garden to them?
Yeah.
No, what? Lord, could she make it sound like this is any more?
She's
of,
just like, yep, they are.
Like
They're taking
horrible,
it.
like,
Taking my damn garden.
here we are stealing from my mother. No, she moved her garden up. Goodness gracious.
She had to put it on the map. so.
She might do a dueling garden and then you guys are gonna be done.
Yeah, that's how you know.
I said I'd help her with her garden, I'll pull all the weeds out.
Oh, well, that's the worst part.
So you obviously doing this because you're gonna build, and you plotted out how the house is gonna sit on this acreage, because it is quite the weird shape.
Where
Yeah,
are you
it's
gonna put the
curious
house? Where
why-
are you thinking about putting the house?
So, I don't know if you guys are familiar with the area, but my parents' house, my sister's house are kind of angled
Yeah,
like this, to line up with the sun.
The sunset.
Yeah, so, I'm probably gonna just kind of fall in line with the rest of my family and just be a follower.
You're gonna be down near the, closer to the road or up near the garden?
So it's gonna be closer to the road, but not super close. We have kids and our youngest two are still pretty young, so as far back as we can get, but driveways are expensive.
Yeah, we got a nice fence there to keep them in, so.
You can be able to grab
Barbed
it.
wire fencing?
You haven't met him yet.
You gotta be able to grab it to your septic or.
No, so see the residents
Yeah,
here,
we should be
all
able.
the residents are facing, there's.
So where would you put the well then? You gotta have 100 foot.
Yeah, so I think, and we're gonna kind of fall to whatever our well guy says, but I think it's gonna go behind, off to the side and behind.
Because you just remember, you gotta have 100 foot between that and any septic.
Yeah.
And, everybody else's well, I'm sure is far from it.
Yes,
On the back side of the house, there's a hill, so that, I think
Oh, does it drop off there?
yeah,
the septic's gonna have to go in the front to have the footage. in.
but then the well will be in the back.
Yeah.
Because you can't have them, you don't want them close together.
Well, like I say,
It's
when
100
it's cold, that you have to have 100 feet.
Yeah.
Have you had him lay that out for
The
you
well-
on
the
this?
well guy?
Well, the well, the septic and the house on this, just to make sure it works out?
Yeah, that's what my point is, because the way it's angled, you just, like I say, you gotta have that separation, that's a must.
Mhm.
You know?
Yeah, no, we haven't had him officially, draw anything out.
We just wanna see you make a lot that you can't
Well, it's
build
pretty
on.
deep,
Right.
so a couple
It
100 feet.
is.
Yeah.
I think because it goes pretty far back.
That's 140, that's 156
Sorry, what's that?
feet. It's 120.
It's, nobody says this drops off.
It really just
Well,
gets
back here,
down.
your septic above it.
Yeah.
Plenty of room, I think.
Well, I think they have
Well,
road frontage of 250, I think we told them to make 250 or
They have
200 on the road
120,
frontage.
120 feet, no?
No,
Oh, plus
two.
120 plus the 79.
Yeah, they've got plenty of road frontage, so.
Get a part 2 in here.
Right here for
Okay,
you.
right, okay.
The way he plotted that, I don't know why he did that. This was-
That just was a pin, there was a pin there.
Changed the angle. Degrees.
That's the old,
Well, we had it all marked out for him, and then he came and he had his own vision. So he did his own thing, and then we had to have him come back and say, this is not the way we want this. There's a reason for this. And I'll tell you guys the reason for it, honestly, is because as my husband and I age, if at some point, if we have to sell the home, our home,
Which they're never leaving.
because we have the barn and we have, somebody that would be looking at our home would be looking to put horses there. So we had to have a halfway decent lot in the pasture available
Mhm.
to go with our home if we, sell down the road. So that's why we had to angle it a little bit differently.
Okay, I'll run through this part 2, the EAF. Okay, will proposed action create a material conflict when adopted land use planning or zoning regulation? No. Will proposed action result in change in use or intensity of use of land? No. Will the proposed action impair the character or quality of the existing community? No. Will the proposed action have an impact on the environmental characteristics that cause an establishment of a CEA? No. Will the proposed action result in an adverse change in existing level of traffic or affect existing infrastructure for mass transit, biking, or walkway? No. Will the proposed action cause an increase in the use of energy and fail to incorporate reasonably available energy conservation or renewable energy opportunities? No. Will the proposed action impact existing water supplies, wastewater treatment? No. Will Will the proposed action impair the character or quality of important historic, archaeological, architectural, or aesthetic resources? No. Will the proposed action result in adverse change to natural resources? No. Will the proposed action result in an increase in the potential for erosion, flooding, or drainage problems? No. Will the proposed action create a hazard to environmental resources or human health? No. Do we hear a motion to give a negative declaration for the Part 2 EAF?
A motion to approve negative declaration for the environmental assessment form for the Joseph and Jade Messina Jr. project.
Second by Josh, all in favor?
Aye.
Now do I hear a motion to accept the application for minor subdivision for,
A motion to accept the minor subdivision application for Joseph and Jade Messina Jr.
second by Bill, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, so we've accepted the application. Now we have to schedule a public hearing. In doing that, you've got to notify your adjoining neighbors.
Right.
And, well, April can give you, you have to contact her, she'll give you all the details on what you need to do
I'll
that.
get you probably Monday morning, work on your list and everything you need, a letter to the neighbors, and get that started. You want to schedule the public hearing for
Sure.
next month before the regular meeting, next month, what is it, December 11th? December 11th at 7? I'm looking for,
6:59.
I'm looking for.
Do they have a
somebody to
lot of-
say yes.
They have a lot of
Seven, okay.
neighbors to notify?
I know, because I don't think so.
Yeah, here.
One's
Well,
her
across the street.
sister, One's, yeah, like,
One's my, yeah, and they all know, so we've already gone and spoke to everybody except the one across, I don't know who.
I can't see it on that. So I don't
okay,
know.
I'll get you the list on Monday
I have
for
a name,
sure.
it's Wesson. He's
Okay.
across my creek,
Okay,
way the heck over
I'm
there.
not sure.
And I don't, does he have to be notified he's across the creek?
Yes.
I'll check if it's adjoining, if it's
Well, I don't
adjoining to
have the
you,
correct-
or if it's across the road directly,
Yeah, he's across the creek from us.
so.
Does he
I'll-
border on you border on this at any point?
We own a creek down in the woods, and I think I own half, and I think he owns part, so I did put him on the application of being notified.
Well, if you could join,
The creek doesn't count, so
But the whole
it's not
property is
a,
what's being,
it's not a
Right,
break.
so any,
Anybody
any
touching
other
the
property
larger
your
16.
property touches right now, would have to be notified,
Yeah,
but that's okay, I'll get
Yeah,
the
it's
list to you.
Roger, Jean and Harry, Pete, Michelle, and that's it.
But we need the official
You have to send out-
certified
you have to send out
letters,
certified
we get the
letters.
green cards back, and it's gotta do the process anyway.
Yep, we did it with Nick too.
Perfect. Do you guys have payment for the application today?
Yes.
Okay, perfect, and I'll just write a little,
Part 2 is in with all this, April.
okay, perfect, thank you, Rob.
Is it okay that I do cash?
Yeah, that's fine. Thank you. This is for Messina 2 lot minor subdivision. Monday, I will send you an official receipt. This is just because we're doing it outside of the office hours.
Yeah, sure.
So I'll just give you a written receipt today. I'll sign it just to make it look good. And 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 50. Thank you.
Oh,
And I promise I'm not doing a solar farm, ever. I'll light candles.
They wouldn't want it, they like to have acreage.
Thanks, guys.
And they like wetlands.
I heard you say southern utopia. You're trying to face the home south.
oh, yes. I thought Southern Exposure was a company.
I had an engineer design a home in 1980, so we're engineering in this area, just whoever's gonna put the foundation out, in case you want solar panels on the roof of your house, 10 degrees west of magnetic south.
Oh,
in
boy.
this area.
Okay.
It's good enough.
So if it gets only a matter of a couple of degrees, that's for you to face it 10 degrees west of magnetic south.
Okay.
Even your passive solar, if you just want light coming in the windows, it's gonna get the most sun.
Well, can we put that in a resolution that you guys just did? So these guys, you know, and.
So they come and
have
do
to
it
say,
for the guys
"Come
too?"
Give us a freebie for all the time that they've wasted with the board.
One heat pump, 17 below zero, for the entire upstairs heated. Mitsubishi air source heat pump.
It's good that I send you all the information next week in an email. I'll send you everything you need and you can relay it and we'll get ready for the next meeting. And after the next meeting, as long as you guys have stamped and signed maps, we should be able to do the resolution after the public hearing, as long as there's no negative
I
comment.
love it.
Well, yeah, I don't know where you're at with your surveyor, but you'll need several paper copies and a Mylar.
Yeah.
I don't know whether,
Yeah,
if some people wait till after the public hearing, that should matter, you know.
It'll just
Do you
be,
want us to take these?
it'll just be a little bit.
Yeah,
It'll be
you
easier.
get one or?
They're just drafts, so if you guys want them, you can have them.
They're-
If not,
yeah, they're
I'll
not
keep them in
signed
my
yet.
office in your file.
Okay. So you need signed copies.
With the Mylar.
In a
With the
remote
stamp
place,
for
you can
copies,
pay half
one
that out.
Mylar copy.
You'll email me all that, right?
You know,
Because-
I absolutely
I
can.
wouldn't tell you.
Mom brain.
I had to do,
No problem.
I had to do a survey.
No, I know, you don't wanna pay for the official copies until
Buying a car boat.
you know there doesn't have to be any changes made.
And the nice thing about this, I'm out of children. This is it.
I'm out of children. I was fresh out.
How many more there were?
No, no, no. She's the
Are
only.
you guys taking those copies with you?
They have 5.
I can keep them if that's okay with you.
That is good. Oh, yeah, it's-
I got
Say
grandchildren.
hi.
I will.
I haven't seen anybody from school since I've been back.
Don't
Well, she
transfer
doesn't
silver.
really
Bring
go
it
out.
over there and then, I'm gonna do
I-
my job.
Once I started having children, yeah, I never go anywhere either. This is late for me.
This is late.
I'm not trying to be.
That's good. How things change.
Have a good
Oh,
night.
yeah.
Thank you so much.
Trying to look for a storage,
All right.
Guys out in roundabout.
Yeah, I think you guys are all set. Thank you.
Good night.
Good night. Happy holidays.
Just a few little housekeeping things here. We have, just approval of minutes for, on September 11th for the Castleman Solar Public, Castleman, yeah, Solar, the public hearing.
A motion to approve the September 11th Town of Baltimore Planning Board public hearing minutes for Castleman Solar, Lynn at Ground Mount Solar.
Second.
Second by Josh,
Approve.
all in favor?
Yay.
Aye.
Aye.
I missed the meeting.
Are you gonna put all your orders in now? All your
The thing some people do get out of meeting.
I
huh?
know, yeah. Yes, we were quite
So,
impressed.
I can't comment on these minutes here, so. Okay, we need approval of September 11th, 2025, the regular monthly meeting minutes.
A motion to approve the monthly meeting minutes for September 11th for the Town and the Baltimore Planning Board.
Second.
Second by Josh. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, so both are all approved.
Have we heard from, Mr. Aaron?
Well, yes, but the last time I spoke, Mr. Aaron's, last time I spoke with him, Kevin reached out to me, but we didn't connect. But I left him a message and just told him I have a complete subdivision application and payment. I just need the maps and then we can bring it back to the board. So we're just waiting on the new maps that reflect the subdivision, and the consolidation of the smaller lot is finished. So there is no longer that rocky outcrop of rock
So
that
now we can't just take it and relocate
we
it.
can't just throw it from
To the
one to the
side.
other. It's gone,
See where it sticks.
it's gone.
Amazing.
Well,
Wasn't there something being addressed about this whole JV car services thing in here?
yeah, that was just a side note Anne Marie wanted
I
to.
just wanted us to take a look at, what our expectations are with him. He did provide us with the DEC reviews, and we did have the building inspector go out, and
Yeah.
then, because people didn't remember that we did that, usually do that, we checked the records, and
It had been done several times. It just kind of, I feel like after COVID, it kind
Yeah.
of fell off the inspection part of the resolution.
So,
It's
and
back
then,
on.
and then the other thing is I want to bring up, since they're the only business in our town that has to come in every year, we do have the authority to retain the inspections every year or continue to have those, but not, and also get the DEC reviews, but we can change whether they come in every year to 2 years or 3 years or whatever.
Is there a benefit to do it one way or another?
I used to think so, but if we're gonna be pending on DEC reviews, we should be seeing, they should be submitted to the town every year.
And that is in the previous resolutions.
So, we'll just be business as usual.
Keep
in
it,
my
and
opinion.
then just make sure we're
Yeah.
doing everything
Originally, I
that
would have
needs to
done
be
5
done.
years or more
Yeah.
because they wanted to invest into the place. They had no commitment from the town that they're gonna be able to operate. But,
If it ain't broke, don't fix it, you know? If it isn't broke, don't fix it.
We just have to be diligent
Yeah.
on making sure they get here on time and we get the code enforcement out and everything.
so do we have to make we have a
This
resolution
chair
to
is shot.
approve that, extend this?
I
Or we're gonna
think
do
we
it next
already did
month?
the resolution, didn't we?
For what then?
I didn't think we did the
Yeah, for
resolution.
JB, that, we did that at the meeting that you weren't here at,
Yeah,
that you
yeah.
skipped out.
Yeah, it's good.
I must have slept through that one myself.
But, you ready to call me too?
She is.
Can be.
Motion to adjourn, are we?
I got one
Okay.
question. How often are you in
What-
contact with the code enforcement officer?
Daily, every day.
Every day?
Yeah, like,
Wow, I didn't know
several
you could
times
get
a
a
day.
hold of them like that.
Should we?
You might
works
not be
here.
able to.
No, I know
Yeah.
that, but,
A motion to adjourn the meeting for, November 13th, 2025.
Second.
Meeting adjourned?
Meeting is adjourned. No, I'm sorry, all in
Aye.
favor? Aye.
Aye, yeah, oh, yeah.
Everybody's good, everybody's
Yeah,
done?
yeah.
A
All
motion
right,
to adjourn.
got it.
I will still lit up.
Yeah, that was still